Hey guys, how you all doing today? And today we're watching, it's a big one, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Now, when I was a kid, in my friend group, there were three franchises that were heavily debated. The Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Harry Potter, sorry. Those three franchises were debated. Which one's the better franchise? I was the only kid in that friend group who only watched Star Wars and Harry Potter, and I did not watch Lord of the Rings. I was never introduced to Lord of the Rings as a kid. I was never compelled to watch it throughout my time. I don't know why. Um, Even though I heard so much buzz about Lord of the Rings, I just didn't watch it. I know it's strange. There is some movies out there. I'm sure you guys can think of some yourself personally, where you know it's probably going to be great. You've heard great things from the public about the movie, but you don't watch it. But today is the day where I'm going to give this a watch, and it looks like my kind of thing. I get Game of Thrones vibes. The only things I know about this movie is, or these movies, to be honest, is that there's someone named Gandalf, like a wizard, who says you shall not pass. But this movie was voted by my Patreon homies. I did a poll of what I should do next, and The Lord of the Rings was unanimously the victor. Everyone voted for Lord of the Rings, and to be honest with you, I am not surprised. So, if you want to see what I react to next after The Lord of the Rings, you can vote on my Patreon if that option is there for you guys. And if you want to see my full length reaction to my TV show reactions or my movie reactions like Lord of the Rings, or when it comes to TV shows, Hannibal, you can do that on my Patreon. It's all up to you. Choice is yours, my friends. Why I brought this off YouTube, and it says in the description box below, in the first part of J.R.R. Tolkien's epic masterpiece, The Lord of the Rings, a shy young hobbit named Frodo Baggins inherits a simple gold ring. He knows the ring has power, but not that he alone holds the secret to the survival or enslavement of the entire world. Now, Frodo, accompanied by a wizard, an elf, a dwarf, two men, and three loyal hobbit friends. Sounds like my Saturday night. I don't know what that means. Don't ask me in the comments what that means, but yeah. I can't read. Must become the greatest hero the world has ever known to save the land and the people he loves. Provider, Warner Bros. Entertainment, came out in 2001. Anyway, enough talking out of my rear end. Let's get to this movie. Let's motherfucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go. New Line Cinema presents. So this came out the same year as Philosopher's Stone, or the Sorcerer's Stone, depends where you are living.
The Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all other.
Yes. Nice. Just chop the fingers off, and there's the ring for you.
The ring came to the creature Gollum, who took it deep into the tunnels of the Misty Mountains. And there, it consumed him.
Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. It looks like it too. Oh my god, that's creepy.
The ring brought to Gollum unnatural long life.
Gollum, what a horrible name.
Years it poisoned his mind. When hobbits will shape the fortunes of all.
Hobbits. Yeah. But is that going to corrupt him now? Oh, nice music now. Nice music. The Fellowship of the Ring. I like the adjustment to that epic battle into 6 years later, the Shire.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
Aww. Oh, look how nice it all is.
Tell me everything.
Everything?
I'm sure it's all gonna end really badly.
111 years old, who would believe it? You haven't aged.
He actually hasn't. This is pretty impressive.
Old 'Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley.
111 years old, who would believe it?
Old Toby, the finest weed in the South Valley. 111 years old, who would believe it? 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 111 years old, who would believe it?
Finest weed. I didn't expect that, but okay. Old Toby. That's what people do, you know. Hey, wizards and hobbits, they get together and smoke some blunts, you know.
Oh, they spent so much time
Ah, look, Gandalf, he does some moves.
That was your idea!
You bunch of fucking tits. He's in trouble. Well, they're in trouble.
Ariadok Brandybuck and Peregrine Took. I might have known.
That is one wizard you don't want to piss off. They have to wash the dishes.
I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
That's not how you do a speech. I don't like this kind of stuff. Don't. You can do. Oh, the ring can give you that power. Wow.
And yes,
Don't say yes like that.
it comes to it. I don't feel like parting with it. It's mine. I found it. It came to me.
There's no need to get angry.
Well, if I'm angry, it's your fault. My precious.
Precious. It's been called that before, but not by
Yeah,
you.
gold.
Business isn't of yours when I do with my own things.
Further, Baggins! Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks. I am not trying to rob you.
Scary. Gandalf's scary. Don't raise your
I'm
voice.
trying to help you.
It's like when a teacher shouts at you for the first time. Don't touch it, Gandalf. If he's corrupted, oh dear, he's gonna take that ring off Gandalf. My oh my, he needs to smoke some weed after that. Oh wait, no. Oh shit. Coming for you guys. And Gandalf has just left them. Don't kill a doggy. Don't kill a doggy. Yeah, go back inside, doggy.
There's no Baggins around here. They're all up in Hobbiton.
Even the horse is scary, and I love horses.
Has awoken. It's heard its master's call.
But he
Right.
was destroyed. Sauron was destroyed.
Can you come back?
No, Frodo. The spirit of Sauron endured. His life force is bound to the ring, and the ring survived. You must leave, and leave quickly.
Where? Where do I go?
Get out of the Shire. I must see the head of my order. He is both wise and powerful. Trust me, Frodo. You'll know what to do.
Okay.
You're done.
Those bastards there. Come on, Gandalf. Show me your wizardry powers.
Confound it all, Samwise Gamgee! Have you been eavesdropping?
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest.
Samwise.
I was just cutting the grass under the window there, if you follow me.
A little late for trimming the verge, don't you think?
Hi.
Come along, Samwise. Keep up.
It's his travel
Be
companion.
careful.
Classic underdog story, isn't it? Because these two, I'm worried for them. At the same time, though, it's a fun adventure story, isn't it? You and your friend going cross country to make sure the evil does not get this ring. I've loved the soundtrack in this. You guys told me in the Interstellar comments video, because I love the soundtrack in that movie too, because obviously
rises
it's
from
Christopher
the mountain
Nolan.
of doom.
But
The
you
hour
told me Lord of the
grows
Rings
late,
is going to have a
and
great
Gandalf the
soundtrack.
Grey
You're right so
waits to
far.
rise. They've reached the Shire. They will find the ring. And kill the one who carries it. Frodo.
Saruman, you dick.
We must join with him, Gandalf. We must join with Sauron.
You fucking coward.
When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness.
Just prove Gandalf's point then. Ooh, that sounds painful. It's back and forth. Come on. So he's not going to meet Frodo and Samwise. Oh dear. That was a very close call, though.
That fellow's done nothing but stare at you since we arrived.
Frodo Baggins. He's my second cousin, once removed on his mother's side, and my
Let it go! I'll have you, Lord Saints!
Samwise.
You have a stout heart, Elrond. But that will not save you. You will no longer wait for the wizard, Frodo. They're coming.
They're here now. Ah! That Strider dude needs to help him now. Every time we see him, they has that badass music in the background. There's no way they were there. Yeah, it was a ruse.
We have no choice but to trust him.
Exactly.
Did you hear that? Rivendell. We're going to see the elves.
Is that where Bilbo was going? See the elves? That's what Gandalf said.
Tomatoes, sausages, nice crispy bacon.
We saved some for you, Mr. Frodo.
Out, you fools!
Bless them. They're just hungry. You fucking idiots. Bacon, eggs, whatever hell you had, beans. Sounds very nice, but you are an idiot. Nice. A bit late, but come on. Ah, that's disgusting. Oh, that's a big boy. A big, disgusting, dirty, wet boy.
Kingsfoil.
Kingsfoil, it's a weed.
It may help to slow the poison. Hurry.
Is that what Gandalf was smoking? I don't remember what they called it.
We must get him to my father. I've been looking for you for 2 days.
Where are you taking him?
There are 5 wraiths behind you. Where the other 4 are, I do not know.
No, she is. She was in The Incredible Hulk. She was the psychiatrist in Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler. Good movie, that is.
If you want him, come and claim him.
Yeah. Come and claim him, you dicks. Fuji.
And you're lucky to be here, too. A few more hours and you would have been beyond our aid.
It's a bit creepy. He's sleeping and he wakes up and sees Gandalf. A bit creepy. How does he escape?
Bended to his will.
So you have chosen death.
Fuck you, Christopher Lee. You know, for its time, the CGI isn't too bad. Obviously, now it's noticeable. But it's been over 20 years, hasn't it? 2001? Yeah. It's been 20 years.
Frodo! Sam, bless you, you're awake!
Sam has hardly left your side.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
AKA Agent Smith. Mr. Anderson. I am watching Matrix, is it Reloaded next? But I am going to watch Animatrix 2 before I watch that, just to get the context, because you guys recommended it as well, so that'll be coming soon, my friends.
Could unite them. One who could reclaim the throne of Gondor.
turned from that path a long time ago. He has chosen exile.
Him. Is that Ned Stark? That's Ned Stark, isn't it? Holy shit.
The ring cannot be destroyed, Gimli, son of Gloin, by any craft that we here possess.
What can destroy it?
The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade.
Right. Where you were with that Ilsamir, whatever his name is.
Deep into Mordor and cast back into the fiery chasm from whence it came.
So you have to go to Mordor.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
They're gonna start laughing, aren't they? Don't laugh. Please don't laugh.
No,
He was with him.
I do not know the way.
I will help you bear this burden, Frodo Baggins.
God damn it, Gandalf.
To bear.
By my life or death, I can protect you. I will.
My man.
And my axe.
Yeah. I like the dwarf, he's funny.
Mr. Frodo's not going anywhere without me.
No, indeed, it is hardly possible to separate you, even when he is summoned to a secret council, and you are not.
Oi, we're coming too. Have to send us all tied up in a sack to stop us.
Anyway, you need people of intelligence.
That'll make a
sort of
big difference now.
mission.
That'll make a big difference now.
Thank you.
You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
They mentioned the title.
My old ring.
Why? Oh god, here we go. No. Brush your teeth, bastard. Why hasn't it affected Frodo as much?
Sorry for everything.
Will it eventually? Oh, bless him. It's not your fault. It's the ring. Give him a hug. We'll do that. Ned Stark said 10,000, it's a folly. 9, do it. I guess it's the winning amount. Why 9? You can't let... How important this mission is, that's all you have? 9? Come on. You have to have more than that. This motherfucker. Gandalf. Saruman's much more powerful than Gandalf, isn't he? So. Strider did say, don't disturb the water. It's on the eye. Good aim. Good aim, William Turner. I don't know his name in this. So now you're trapped in the tomb. Oh, for fuck's sake. What are you gonna do, guys? Now you've just alerted them now. Shit on it.
Fool of a took. Throw yourself in the goodness of your stupidity.
Fool of a toque. That is a great insult. So many of them. I just saw Sam kill one, that's pretty impressive. You do, Sam. That's a big boy. Move, Sam. Ooh, that's good. That got me. Again, he got stabbed. Frodo. Need to tend to Frodo. Oh, well, Bilbo get... Yeah.
This foe is beyond any.
Look at Gandalf. Get the fuck out of here. He's too big to go on that bridge. What a fucking... What do you think he's Indiana Jones?
Shall not pass!
Go fuck yourself, ball of rug. Get him. Oh, slow motion. Pull! Pull, Gandalf, pull!
Fly, you fools!
God damn it. I had a feeling something was off. Fly, you fools. Why did he say fly? Oh, don't play this music. I wish Gandalf was my therapist. He'd have been a great therapist. Aragorn now is like the lead of the pack. It was Gandalf, but now it's Aragorn. That was a very powerful scene. That scene actually, it got me. You know, I knew that scene was gonna happen where he would say he shall not pass, but I didn't think he would die from it.
Why do you recoil? I am no thief.
You are not yourself.
What chance do you think you have? They will find you. They will take the ring. And you will beg for death before the end. Oh. It is not yours, saved by a
Aragorn.
could have been mine.
Aragorn.
Give it to me.
Sam.
Give it to me.
Good. You can't fight what you can't see. This is me when I'm trying not to have that Mars bar. Good. Willpower, baby. These motherfuckers. Oh. There's no way he stands a chance. God damn it, it's Ned Stark all over again. This is bullshit, y'all. Even with 2 arrows, he is still beating most of them. This bitch. Use a sword, you pussy. It's one man. That was badass. The way he beheaded that big ugly bastard.
I would have followed you, my brother.
He wasn't saying that earlier.
My captain. My king.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You had to say that before you die. That was a good death scene. This felt like, because I know there's 3 movies in this trilogy, this felt like The Empire Strikes Back. Actually, to be fair, the Gandalf death is like the Obi-Wan death in The New Hope. There's Sam. There's Samuel.
You can't swim!
Can't see. Oh, bless him. You have to save him now. Go to him. you can't let him drown. If he drowns now, I'm just gonna fucking walk off and just leave the video on and just walk off.
I promise. Don't you leave him, Samwise Gamgee. And I don't mean to. I don't mean.
Is that what Gandalf said to him? Listen to Gandalf. A true friendship, that is.
Sam. I'm glad you're with me.
If Sam dies, I'm gonna kill someone. Sam is a guy who's brave, courageous, loyal. Sam is my man. Directed by Peter Jackson, the one who did King Kong. Yeah. I liked King Kong. People don't really talk about that one, to be honest with you, because of Kong Skull Island, but... baby. That was The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Now that's a lot to digest there, boys and girls. That was a long movie, but once again, like Interstellar, because that's another 3-hour long movie I watched, it didn't feel like it was 3 hours. Now, when Gandalf died, and then there was a couple of scenes afterwards where it did a little bit feel like it's dragging on a little bit, but it soon picked back up. And I like this world that we got introduced to. You got it's very it's Middle Earth. You got Gondor. You got Shire. You've got Mordor. You've the place where Saruman is, and that tomb. You got all these different places, and it's a very interesting world that what's his name? Let me get to his name. J.R. Tolkien created, and I just want to say the soundtrack is fantastic. Throughout the entire movie, there is some sort of sound, some sort of music in the background, and it fits each scene. When there's a badass fight scene, there is badass dramatic music, the da 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 da, and when you got sad scenes like Gandalf's death or Boromir's death, they play, depressing music, and it got me a little bit upset. The Gandalf death scene got me the most because I resonate with Gandalf. I don't think I use the word. I want to say I like Gandalf the most. Actually, that's a tough question. I love all these characters for what they are and for all their different reasons. I forgot the dwarf's guy's name, but I like him because he's funny. The only one that doesn't really stand out is William Turner, aka the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. But the guy with the bow and arrow, other than that, I like the rest of the characters a lot. I don't mind him, but I'm saying he doesn't really stand out. But Gandalf's relationship with Frodo, with the hobbits, it was adorable relationship. It was like it was like the Obi-Wan to Luke Skywalker relationship he had with Frodo, and when he died and when he was not in this movie, he definitely tell his presence was gone, and it was a shame. Ultimately sacrificing himself to get rid of Balrog, is that his name, the big demon thing, and Saruman manipulated the adventure to make sure they go through this, to make it as hard as possible to go to Mordor, and they still haven't reached Mordor in this movie. It's going to take the entire trilogy, probably, if I had to guess. And it's a very interesting concept. So you have Sauron, who is this big baddie who creates this ring, and if he gets hold of this ring, because the ring wants to go to him too, it's a mutual relationship here, and the world, Middle Earth is doomed. Middle Earth is doomed. It will be in full control, and each character has their own little arc they go through. And you have obviously Frodo, who has all this weight on his shoulders because of the ring, and for him, you feel sorry for him because he's ultimately the underdog in this movie. He's the typical underdog. He's this ring bearer who has to go all the way to Mordor to achieve this really impossible task, but even he questions if he can do it. Even he questions why he was in this position, and Gandalf reminds him that, you know, that's the way it is. And Gandalf himself, I like his little fights he has with Saruman. I think Saruman was like his teacher or whatever. He's like I'll use this loosely. It's like the Yoda of the wizardry, or Dumbledore, I guess. He's really powerful, Saruman is, compared to Gandalf. And Saruman ultimately has, he's on the bad side because in his point of view, he sees the reality. There's no way to stop Sauron, so I may as well join the evil. That's what I got from it. And it's good to see Christopher Lee, but obviously he is the bad guy. That's typical. Christopher Lee is Gandalf. That wouldn't have worked. Let's be honest. I don't know who plays Gandalf in this. He does look familiar, but I don't know who it is. Then you have Sam, who I just love. Sam. He's from Stranger Things. I've noticed he's in season 2. He's the stepfather to is it Will? Yeah, he has. I know it's him, and he is badass. He fights these orcs. He does a pretty good job, to be honest with you. He has some balls on him. He's loyal, and he is following Frodo all the way to the end, all the way to Mordor, where death, let's be honest, is kind of likely. I like what they do with Aragorn. You think at first he's this ranger. We don't know much about him. And it turns out he's the heir to Ilsador of Gondor, and he is the one who's going to be, I guess, the captain or the one in charge of Gondor. And he feels the weight on his shoulders. He's the one who. And at first, when the scene he has with I forgot the lady's name, but the one from Incredible Hulk, he's very apprehensive of because Ilsador was corrupted because of the ring, and thus his reputation was bad, and he doesn't want to be he doesn't want his fate to be the same as his, and and this Fellowship of the Ring idea, the story, it's a very dire situation for Frodo because yes, they're gonna protect him, but this ring could corrupt any of these guys who set their eyes on it, and that nearly happened with Boromir, and thank fuck Aragorn did not fall for it and made Frodo run. And yeah, it doesn't affect the hobbits as much. It did affect Bilbo, but it doesn't affect Frodo as much, and I'm sure that will be explained in the sequels, maybe, because they haven't really explained why it doesn't affect Frodo, unless I missed it. Let me know in the comments if you know. But yeah, I like this concept. You got dwarves, elves, and men given this ring of power, and then this dark, powerful Sauron, who looks badass, by the way, but when you see him in the beginning, and in the exposition scene, and he creates this ring that gives him the ultimate power. So I'm looking forward to see what they do in the sequels. So the next ones are called Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, and Lord of the Rings: The Return of the. What the fuck? The extended version of Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King is 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 6 seconds. Get the fuck out. Okay, guys, let me know in the comments if you want me to watch Return of the King, the extended cut. Oh my god. I just realized, is this the. Oh shit. There's an extended version for this one too, and it's nearly 4 hours long. I picked the 3 hours long version. If you guys are kind enough, let me know what I missed in the extended edition of Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring, because I watched the theatrical cut, I think. But overall, it flowed really well in terms of the pace. There was a bit of a dip after the death of Gandalf, but the soundtrack is fantastic. The story is very interesting. This ring and how this tiny little thing can make big, drastic implications. Could change a lot of things on Middle Earth, and could cause a lot of people's demise and a lot of others' demises. So and the power of the ring as well, and the Fellowship of the Ring actually makes sense in the title, and for like the second half of the movie, where you have Gandalf, Boromir, Aragorn, the dwarf, the hobbits, and the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. I forgot the dude's name. And yeah, emotional scenes, well developed characters with great bonds with each other, especially Gandalf and the hobbits, and even Aragorn and Boromir, and their relationship with the hobbits too. Most of the characters had a good bond with each other, and that's why I got emotional towards the end, because they're on this journey, and you feel like you're there with them as well on this journey. And in terms, I guess the villain is Sauron, but in this one in particular, I think it's Saruman. He is the villain we see the most. We hear the most of Sauron, but Saruman is the main villain, and I'm looking forward to see when he gets his comeuppance. I was hoping Gandalf was going to do something to Saruman, but I guess that isn't going to happen now because Gandalf's dead. Oh, fucker. But yeah, this was a really fun watch for me, and I've been holding off this watch for a very long time. I don't know why. There's certain movies you've been told to watch, but you don't do it. It's so weird, but that's what happens. And I'm sure there's movies you guys have been told to watch, but you haven't seen, just because either you didn't think you would like it, or certain things have put you off or whatever. But I was pleasantly I'm happy that I've seen it, because it was a good time, and I'm definitely going to watch the sequels. Let me know in the comments if you want to watch the extended versions. I have a feeling you want me to, and let me know the changes or the big differences there are in the extended version of this, because it's a 45-minute difference in in the two versions, which is crazy. But yeah, that was my reaction to Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. And I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. And if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this, you can do it on my Patreon. And if you want to watch the full-length version of these reactions for the rest of this series of Lord of the Rings, you can do that if you want. This was voted on my Patreon poll. So, yeah. And if you want to decide what I do next, you can do that on Patreon too. So, it's all up to you. The choice is yours, baby. So, yes, I will see you guys next time. Have a good day.